So the US military then calls them self-defense strikes. Those strikes carried out in southern Iran, including on missile launch sites and boats placing mines. The military saying the strikes done to protect our troops from threats posed by Iranian forces. As I said, Iran's Revolutionary Guard saying in the last hour, though, that it reserves the right to retaliate. All that as Donald Trump, though, claimed once again that negotiations with Tehran are, as he put it, still proceeding nicely. Today, Iran's parliament speaker is in Qatar for ongoing talks. The US Secretary of State has been keeping the main objective of the reopening of the Strait of Hormuz clear. Well, we're going to analyse the latest for you with our correspondent now in Washington, Fraser Jackson.
Monday was Memorial Day here in the United States, but its armed forces were once again in active duty in the Middle East as CENTCOM Commander Tim Hawkins released a statement saying that US forces conducted self-defense strikes in southern Iran today to protect our troops from threats posed by Iranian forces. Targets included missile launch sites and Iranian boats attempting to emplace mines. US Central Command continues to defend our forces whilst using restraint during the ongoing ceasefire. Now, a source confirming to Fox News said that the strikes were in response to two Iranian boats laying mines in the Strait of Hormuz, and a SAM site, that's a surface-to-air missile site near Bandar Abbas, was also struck after it was said to have been targeting US ships in the region. A very similar incident to this happened less than 3 weeks ago when CENTCOM also targeted boats and Iranian missile sites in more strikes that the US military also called self-defense. But of course, this comes at a very delicate time as the US and Iran look to finalize an agreement which could bring about an end to the conflict. That agreement is said to be days away, with President Trump signaling that he has softened his stance that Iran's enriched uranium must be taken out of the country. The president moving more towards Iran's position on Truth Social now, saying that he prefers that the uranium be, quote, destroyed in place or at another acceptable location, with the Atomic Energy Commission or its equivalent being witness to this process and event. So a very significant change there from the president.